Good evening, everyone. I am coming to you from, I think I'm on 75 South. Just left a Love's truck stop because it was the only place to stop and get gas, and I thought this is a really good time to touch on a little do's and don'ts of travel, human trafficking, how some women or people go missing from ferry truck stops, rest areas, places like that. Notice my blue nails. If you have some blue polish or you want to get some blue polish, this month we are sporting blue for National Human Trafficking Awareness Month. I'm definitely getting a little tired. I am making a journey through Ohio right now, and Ohio is not one of our top in missings, but they are pretty close. They are really close to us. And a lot of the times, like the case that I'm getting ready to cover through Mark Cates, who was 19 when he went missing in August of 2016, 28 years old now. He was said to have dyed his hair red. And you guys, I'm going to touch on this because it goes into human trafficking, though we don't know that that is at all what happened to Mark. But what I have come to see is a lot of our younger people, when they are brought up into trafficking, sex trafficking, they're dyeing their hair a certain red, or at least all of them had that, and a couple of different markings like tattoos. There are so many different certification classes, and we're getting ready to take a new one here this week for human trafficking awareness and education, just a continuum of education, because information comes at us so fast these days with the internet and abilities that we have to transfer this information, whereas we did not before. Human trafficking has been around since the start of humans. There is a buyer for everybody and nobody is exempt. I absolutely was floored last August when I truly learned that for myself. I'm almost 50 years old, and for somebody to be used as bait to try to pick me up just took my words away. I had no good words for that situation. So as I was doing an interview with Stephanie and MTA, I thought, oh my gosh, Stephanie and Jay and MTA I think it's On the Rails. When we were talking, she said, well, I'm getting older.
On 23 South.
So definitely, we're on 23 South. We're not on 75 at all. Thank you, Daniel. So as we're coming out of this space and learning about this, she says, nobody, I'm getting older. My granddaughters are beautiful. We would have to worry about that with them. And I said, no, if I have to worry about that at my age, you have to worry about, she's not much older than me, by the way. You have to worry about that as well. Stephanie is a very beautiful woman, but what it comes down to is it doesn't matter how pretty you are, or if you have your hair done that day, or your makeup on, or maybe you don't wear it at all. Everybody, there literally is a buyer for everybody. If babies are bought and sold, if teenagers are bought and sold, if men are bought and sold for work, so are anybody else. So is anybody else. That's a terrifyingly scary thought, to know that anymore with the internet, which is so big and so vast and reaches all areas, all corners of the world, and it makes this horrific thing available anywhere and everywhere. Internet does. Oh, Jesus, your only way to God is Jesus sign. True that. There's so much information in this space. There are so many places you can go today to get this information and become certified in human trafficking. Genesee County, where I live, has the GHOST team. You can go to Genesee County Sheriff's Office online, and it's a ghost certification. You're just going to put in, or you can punch in even ghost with Sheriff Swanson. You can take the training, which I found out of all of the training that I have done. Exodus Road is one of my favorites. Bikers Against Trafficking with Dr. Patrick and his wife. They encountered this when they were younger, and they are phenomenal teachers. You can find their information on YouTube. SOS is another site, like Helen Smith from Missing and Endangered Northwest Missouri is an expert on human trafficking, and we are hoping to connect and for her to be able to come and do a series with me and hopefully be able to talk often to get all of this great information from her to share with everybody. Be in the Know podcast and Be in the Know with Christy is me. And we give out information and educate the communities all around us on what does human trafficking look like. I have this car in front of me that I'm totally mesmerized by, trying to figure out where did it come from? Because sorry you guys, it's like, ooh, shiny object. You can tell I've had too much coffee, probably need another cup. And I've never seen a license plate like that before. It reminds me of something you would see on TV. I don't even watch enough TV. So I was thinking earlier as I'm leaving this Love's truck stop, and I'm thinking, you guys, it's really not safe for anybody to stop at a truck stop in the evening hours or in the dark period, especially as a woman, a single person by yourself. I have location on my phone, so my kids know where I'm at. My friend is tracking me, so I know. This is honestly not a safe thing to do. Please don't do that. There are things that, like I was saying, that we can do to be proactive. Make sure you know where you're at. Somebody knows where you're at. Don't travel to places in dark, by yourself. Don't pull a Christy. That's super important. Your chances are going to raise to stay safe if you do not.